Let's Talk World with Maria is here again, and thank you so much for those who like, share, and giving us a good comments, reviews on our page. And if you guys miss any of our shows during the week, make sure you go to our website, socialmediashows.com, or you can go browse on our page. And just to let you guys know too, we have different pages for every single show that we have every single week. And there's a lot of shows coming up. I don't know if you guys watch the commercial prior meet coming into the to live is Love is in the Air with Kiki, and also Kiki is having a new show's Geek. For Greek people, they're gonna be talking about Greek and everything in Greek language. So it's amazing. And also, James Swanson's show is coming up soon. It's all ready to go. I'm just waiting for Mr. Swanson. By the way, I just wanna shout out to James Swanson. I hope you're gonna get your car. He actually, or somebody stole his car in the parking garage of one of the hotel. But you know what? Whatever you do for other people, it's actually come back, positive or negative. It doesn't matter. I don't believe in karma. I don't believe in what comes around goes around. I don't believe in that, because you know what? My good heart always actually prevails. No matter what, whatever you do, good or bad to other people, I hope actually it helps you move forward in your life, or it actually come out good. All right, but no matter what, you have to do good to other people. But anyways, I want to say hi to Warlin. I hope you're doing good in Hawaii. To JC. By the way, viewers, JC is coming to New York to cover the Manhattan Fashion Week. There you go. We are so excited. We have so much going on social media, and please stay tuned for everything that's going on. And today, I am so excited to introduce to you guys a fabulous woman. She is amazing. She does a lot of things. She is a certified dream builder, coach, life mastery consultant. So please stay tuned, because she's right here beside me. Hi, Jessica.
Well, thank you so much.
Oh, thank you so much, sweetheart. Thank you for gracing my show and giving me the privilege to interview you or having you on my show. Just to let you know, viewers, I called this woman probably 2 months ago, and a month ago, I'll be able to put her on the schedule. Yay! Thank you. How you doing?
I'm doing
you
good.
look fantastic.
Thank you so much. So do you. I'm so excited to be on the show. And thank you so much for inviting me.
Oh my God! Well, it's social media is all about individual who have the passion, the heart, and the initiative to help others. And I see that in you. That's why I never stop stalking you. I'm so sorry.
Oh.
I'm a big stalker on social media.
Hi, Wawa.
I got Jesse. Well, JC was so excited when I told him that I'm gonna have Jessica here, and he's like, "Oh my God!" But anyways, hey, tell us more about yourself.
Okay. So yes, I am a certified life mastery consultant and also a dream builder coach. And I graduated from a very highly trained institute, and my mentor is Mary Morrissey, and she is really at a high caliber, because it's not so many people can be get certified in her institute. It's going through a lot of interviews, things like that. So the reason why I chose her, I know there's a lot of school that you can be graduated as a life coach.
Yes.
The reason I pick her is as long as she lives, she's gonna be my main mentor. She's 67 years old right now, and she's extremely spiritual, and she has been studying about the material for over 40 years.
Wow.
And she also has been invited to the United Nations 3 times to talk about world peace.
Yes.
And also she also been sitting with the Dalai Lama a few times, like weeks at a time. So again, talking about how, as a world, we can live together in harmony, because, there's so much is going on. So the level of caliber that I see her is just way bigger than just live a little. And also the principle and spirituality, that's what draw me to her. And also I found her is not by accident. It's very interesting also when I was going to the schooling, and my other I would say colleague, but they're all coaches and life mastery consultant. And when I hear their story, how they found, how their journey became a life coach is amazing. Every single one of them, they have their own very powerful story. I got goosebumps right now. So I have been to different conferences and things like that, but it's nothing compared to that. So that's why I still I value continued education, but for that reason I stick with her. And then I definitely, because I definitely will be using her principle, and also I still apply her principles in my own life. I went through her programs a few times, and I see the transformation on myself.
Nice.
And so to me, it's very, very important. In fact, that Maria, I brought this is the core values. The core values is very important, because we talk about Dream Builder is pretty much on helping people to live a life, a vision-driven life instead of a condition-driven life, so that you be able to have a life that you love living. Because a few things guarantee. No, actually, one. Let me just tell you one thing is guaranteed. We're all gonna die, no matter what. So
yes.
Nothing is guaranteed otherwise. Let's say that.
Everything is constant. It changes everything. Yeah, it changes. And it's really funny that you said that there, you met this person for a reason.
Yes.
Yeah, because there's no coincidences, no matter what. And this also comes up, whatever you're talking right now, it comes out with initiative. Your initiative as a person to learn, to meet people, to actually learn from other people is really, really important when it comes to, See, my brain is working 300 miles per hour every single day. I wanted to cover so much things. That's why I was I need to go back. I step back a little bit. But you know what? Well, I met you on a Positive Minds Global event.
Yes, that was our grand opening that day.
Yeah, that's what. So this woman actually does a lot of things. She's not just she's not just a consultant in Coach Life, but she does you do a lot of. Let me step back a little bit. You actually you meet people, and you go with people who are past. You have a very good intuition in life, or how do you say that? Sorry, it's a second language. People who actually have help me in this.
I do recognize that I do have the gifting that I can sense.
Yeah, there you
energy.
go. There you go. That's what I was. See,
okay. I can sense people's energy. I think being a second language, yes, English is my second language, and sometimes I learn that. Here's the thing. Because learning a second language is good, because sometimes communication is not about wording. If you focus so much on the wording, you got stuck. But then a lot of the time, 97% is non-verbal communication, only 3% is verbal. So then you can sense the energy. You can sense that.
Thank you. Thank you for clarifying that and with the viewers, because especially here in the United States, there's a lot of people that being perceived with the second language people. But you know what? We are evolving. We are diversified, and no matter what your language is, with the nonverbal cues, it's more powerful than the words that's coming out from our mouth.
You can feel, because sometimes a lot of the people, in fact, they are saying what is really feeling. They don't know how to express themselves, or they don't say things that really mean. For example, emotions sometimes block their their minds, and they will say mean things, but they don't mean that. That's only one example. So sometimes I'm being very careful, also being sensitive when someone have a bad day, whatever they say. I try to step back a little bit more, being observant, and then I would look at every single corner, because normally it's not like that. What's going on? My question will be deeper, instead of focusing the symptom, but then will be going are you having a bad day? What's going on? Why are you stressing out? and then leave that person alone. Sometimes it also depends, like the person, how they
You
deal
have to
with
feel
stress.
them, you have to feel, evaluate the situation, look at them, because sometimes like what we said, nonverbal cues, the action speaks louder than what they say. So try to make sure that this person or look at what they're telling you based on how they act.
Yeah, how they say things, and trying to also, like, in the general, it takes time to really get to know someone. That's true statement.
Yes.
Okay, but at the same time also, we don't take the words very seriously sometimes, because it takes time to see. And also, we are all evolving, every one of us. Like, maybe like last week or 2 weeks ago, what we have wanted maybe already changed. But here's the thing, like, value always changes, and principle, they don't change. Principles are timeless. Like I said, that one thing's guaranteed, we are all gonna die. Now, another thing is that it's gifting that we are alive and we cannot breathe ourselves, and then every morning when we wake up and we are able to stand up and we're able to open up our eyes, already feeling very grateful, because then we come here given for time is a presence, and also our naturally born gifting, what you're naturally born very good at. I'm not very good at the science and physics. I try. I believe that whatever you put your mindset to do, you can.
Yes.
A true statement for me to say. However, what naturally come to you, you will find joy in doing all this, instead of feeling like, oh, I keep pushing myself. I can do it. It's totally coming from a different energy.
That comes to, like, when you're evaluating yourself, you have to know how to step back and look from far away what you are doing, before you move forward. And this actually happens in life, in business, in workplace, in anything that you do. In being a mother, what I learned with raising my kids, I am a single mom, is I used to be like push them, and then all of a sudden they stop actually just being defensive now. Instead of opening up to me, they start like saying lies. They're telling me they're going to this place, but they're going to this other place. And then I open up. Me and my daughter had session. What do you call it? The session. People who is talking to you.
Like a section.
A
consulting.
Consulting. So we went to this consulting, and then we open up, and we realized that we, instead of actually embracing each other, we start subconsciously fighting each other. See what I'm saying? Since then, we open up, and we're more happier than ever. We're like, okay, Mom, I'm gonna go to this. My daughter never ever lied to me since then. She, even though she knows that I'm gonna get mad, she's still gonna tell me, Mom, I'm not gonna go home tonight. I'm gonna sleep over to my friend's house. I said, why? But still, she's telling me. See, it's a good, it's a positive outcome.
It's more like a communication,
Because
because you're being open-minded, and you put out the effort, and she also put out the effort, and then she understands, Mom, just let her be Mom. She's going to be mad for a little bit. Ultimately, she understands you love her anyway.
Yes.
And now you have the trust for her. She's not going to do anything stupid.
Exactly.
So it's both ways.
Trust work on that too. Well, I just want to actually talk about this, because I prepared this for those people who want to be be very positive. It's really, really hard to be positive, especially when you're going through a lot of things.
Yes.
And we're going to talk about, in our second segment, we're going to talk a lot about being a consultant, all right?
Okay.
I have a lot of questions for you. Okay. Well, positive thinking, guide your energy. That's the first step. Guide your energy, be confident. And the second one is connect with yourself. If you don't connect with yourself, you don't understand yourself, how can you understand others? Like what I did with my daughter, right? I start understanding that I am too pushy. Like, I think I felt like my job as a mom is like my position as an executive at my work. That's what I did. Then I realized, so I really understand myself. Practice visualization. There you go. Psychology, community, creative visualization. Slow down to move forward. That's what we were talking about earlier. Read and write. I think it's really good to write down things, especially when you're angry. My daughter, when she was younger, she write like a lot, and I didn't understand her until I read that book, and she got mad at me. She told me you shouldn't be reading that. But I'm my mom, right?
But that's privacy.
That's what they said. No, but I'm a mom. Okay, but it's okay because we talk about it. Be kind to yourself. I think a lot of people are very confused of be kind to yourself. They're being pushy, like what I did is I'm so pushy. I think I'm not kind to myself. I think I stress myself more. Let me tell you a story. I used to stress a lot about life, life circumstances. I stress a lot. I stress a lot to this month. I'm gonna stress the same reason next month, and then I realized, you know what? It's gonna happen again. So why do I stress now? I went through it. I overcome that stress, that circumstances.
That's good because I give you credit because you're able to recognize it and being a good observer of your life, and then you'll be able to like from your language will be like, I'll step back a little bit. Why am I stressing out? If this happened one time, the second time, then you're being conscious about it. If you don't bring things being conscious, they observe it, then there's no transformation can happen.
Yeah.
So that's awesome.
I love it. That's why I got this woman right here. Because you know what? Even though I said I'm very confident, I'm very smart, I still need people to tell me what's going on, right? We still need that. And goodness, I'm gonna be a hypocrite on the next guest because I prepared some questions for him. Almost the same.
It's constantly watching ourselves. We're not perfect. That's why it's a journey. It's normal too. It's very normal because this is what I believe, Maria. We are all spiritual beings, but then we're wearing a human suit. So
yes.
then, we have all the DNA from the intelligent, infinite intelligence. We call it God, or I'm being more careful with the name. Sometimes you call God, but then what kind of God you're talking about? So I'm just talking about the universe, and it's ultimately the same thing. So we at the end, we are coming from there. We're energy, but then we are human being too. We have this, and then so like we have two poles in us. Like people thinking we are bipolar, right? Yeah. Well, I want to go over there, but at the same time, this thing is like pulling us an old habit. Old thinking pattern, because we grow up with all these things, so we have to deal with a lot of self-doubt, and where those self-doubts coming from, a lot of things that we need to like really work on those.
Yes.
But here I love you because you're also about positivity. You just told me that you're everything for this show, from bottom to up, like, and in a few months so many shows already done. I mean, like, wow, that takes a lot of energy.
Thank you.
And so then you definitely have the drive, and then you see you have the vision. She's a visionary, I can tell. Like, she is. And then so as it's not perfect here. This is like one of the mentor taught me that, like, you don't have to get it perfect. Only one sentence, right?
Wow.
You don't have to get it perfect. It's more important to get it going,
So all this one has meaning.
All of them, yeah.
Oh, we're gonna talk about that.
You don't have to get it perfect, but you just get it going. You just have to get it going.
Exactly.
So as you go, as you engage, and then that's how you like modify it, right? So
I
just
love
like
that.
that's like the airplane. You heard a lot of you probably have heard that 95% when the airplane go, they always have to out to the destination, but they know where they're heading to. But the whole time, the whole journey, they have to monitor, making sure the airplane is on track. So it's the same thing as us. It also takes way more energy to take off, right?
Yes, yes.
But once you take off, it takes way less gas. It's like, you're flowing.
Yeah, once you're there, yeah. Oh my God.
Yeah, the beginning is
that
a
makes
little
sense.
tough.
Yeah.
But it's okay as long as we have the vision and getting us going. So the main question is, I'm a dream builder coach, right? Then so the vision is what would make you come alive? What is it that you love to do in your life? And also one little tip is, I don't know, a lot of people are interested enough. Most of the people, they don't know what they want, but they know what they don't want because it's painful. We human beings, we're driven by avoiding the pain. So which is good. What is discontent? So what's that? What is it that you're not happy about? So it's okay, to not to feel frustrated, but being an observant like an observer of yourself. We're just talking about that. What is it that in life that right now I'm not happy about? We all have those, because as long as we're living, we will have those areas. Maybe I'm not happy about my health. Maybe I want to lose some weight. Maybe, by the way, people say that I used to be 20 more pounds heavier than now. I understand the
How
feeling.
much you weigh?
Right now, 120.
120?
Yeah. So I used to be very big also, like 140
You know what? But
something.
you're tall. You know, you're
Yeah.
tall, and yeah.
Right. So before I forget that thought, or maybe you're not happy about your relationship, or maybe you're not happy about your finances, which is good. It's a gift, because those are the signal for your growth. So, okay, if you notice I'm not happy and I'm not content about that area, then my question to you is, what would that take? What would that take for you, or what kind of things that need to happen so that you will be happy? I want you to focus on that. So I know this is not happy, but then what is the opposite of that? What would that be like? Can you tell me more about in details? So I want you to think about that question and start writing and dreaming and paint and blueprints that. That's the beginning of, building the dream. That's very, 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 very beginning, but it takes, we have step by step.
That's Jessica Mann talking to you. She is actually a life coach mastery consultant. So we will be right back on the next segment. We're going to be talking about what she does, how she do it, being a very powerful and fabulous woman like this. So we will be right back on our next segment. Stay tuned.